rolling with spirit. So for many of us, we're starting to evolve into the point where we want to start to deepen our connection with spirit. So it's important to start to understand and comprehend and start to break down, first of all, what is spirit? And secondly, why does spirit exist? Or first of all, just what is spirit is a really good place to start. So it's no one's right to try and 100% say this is what it is, because effectively speaking, spirit is every single one of us. So it's no one's place to say what spirit could be or what is spirit. But what we can say is spirit is effectively every single one of us. Now, what's important to bring to attention is that if spirit is every single one of us, then why are we so disconnected to spirit? Now, what's important to understand is that within this reality, we are the reflection of spirit. We are the reflection of spirit. Now, this reality exists within a calculation. That calculation could be referred to whatever you want to refer it to. Some people refer it to as the matrix. Some people refer it to as a code or a visual reality. They refer it to as whatever you want to refer it to. It doesn't matter. But within this reality exists the greatest illusion. And that illusion is that this reality we're convinced that this is the only reality which exists. And that is the greatest illusion of all time. Because this reality is only the image of the divine. And that divine is true self. So the true self is what has developed within truth. The true self. It's developed within truth. It's developed within love, compassion, joy, happiness, the frequency of care, the frequency of ultimately truth. So this true self exists whether or not we want to believe it or not. It exists. And the true self is always watching us every single moment of our existence, because that true self is effectively ourselves. And it's that true self which has effectively, and this is where it gets actually quite interesting, is it's effectively existing within this world from infinite potentialities. So this is where it gets really interesting, is that the true self has effectively come here by choice, or it's come here by forces that it's crucial just to understand and to not get too wrapped into potentialities, but more so just to be staying on within firmities of universal laws. What's important to understand is that as long as we can connect to true self, we'll be okay. We must learn to stay focused and to listen. The true self is always giving us aspects of ourselves which we can improve on. The true self knows effectively what can produce a level of contentment or a level of dedication to contentment which will ultimately bring us ease within this world. If we don't believe in true self, or if we don't believe in the greater existence, which is effectively true self, spirit, true self, what we must understand is this world can be quite horrible. It can be horrifying because there's nothing greater than we can believe in. The universe will always look after us, as it's the universe which we are referring to as infinite existence or infinite potentialities, which is ultimately the resemblance of true self.